Hey, what's going on, world? How y'all doing? Welcome to another installment of We Will Think of a Name for This Podcast Later. I am one of your co-hosts, your boy, Tully.
They call me Z's.
I'm PJ. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fidgeting with the intro, so just give me time,
Bear
man.
with
Yeah, man. But yo, man, good seeing y'all brothers again. How y'all doing? Y'all good?
Not too bad, yeah.
All right.
What's up?
All right, that's good. Yo, man. But yeah, so we got a lot to talk about today or whatever. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about Friday.
Friday was lit.
Yeah, man. Friday was lit. Z's wasn't there. You kind of missed out on that, but yeah, it was lit. Yo, we ended up going to like one of our friends. Shout out to Jennifer, and congrats to Isotel as well. They got their degrees. One got their masters. Another one got their bachelors. But the party was amazing.
Yo, the joint had, you walk in, you see chandeliers.
Yo, that shit was crazy. We was looking like, yo, it's a chandelier in here?
I walked in, I was like, what is this for again?
That's
like,
a fact. Yo, we were caught off guard, but it was amazing. Like, the venue was amazing. Like, just a celebration of just black success and black excellence was beautiful, man. Like, and then after that, you already said the food, right?
Nah, I didn't say the food was great though.
Yo, the food was great. And
What was it?
It was African food. They're from Sierra Leone. Yeah. So it was a lot of like.
How was the jollof?
It was good. It was good. It wasn't Ghanaian jollof.
Okay.
I was about to say, wait.
I mean, but it was better than like Nigerian jollof.
Yeah, that shit was great. And then
jollof wars.
Yeah, it was just great, man. So I feel like we had a good ass weekend after that. Like, we went to Dre joint yesterday.
Dre's joint.
Yo,
shout out to Dre.
Big shout out to Dre.
Yeah.
Big shout out to all the young married black men.
Word.
On top of that,
or
man.
the people aspiring. That's actually what we're gonna be talking about today, right?
Yeah. You know, my man Dre just got engaged. The engagement party was popping. The drinks was popping. The food was popping.
It was good vibes.
It was good energy all around.
All right, word, man. Salute to him. Whoop, that's a siren. Hold up. Wait,
I did make the engagement party, even if I missed the turn up Friday night.
Yeah, you missed the turn up. But yeah, man, Dre's joint was beautiful, man. Everything about it was beautiful. Mad bottles of champagne. I feel like we never ran out. Yeah. Got to see old bros, bros we ain't seen in a few years. So shouts out to all of y'all who we saw.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Man, what else, man? Just catching up, clowning. Y'all was clowning with homie and shit.
Oh yeah.
We not gonna bring that up.
We're not gonna get into that.
But they got serious. I was like, damn, son, but yeah.
I was never serious though. Like
you weren't serious, but you know when somebody's serious when they say, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and the bass in his voice, that's how it came out. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like,
I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a fuck what you think, and I don't give a fuck what you think.
That's
and
what
I'm
he said yesterday?
Yeah. He pointed at me, and I was like, yo, man, I'm just here. Like I'm just chilling. Like,
I would have gave my brother a hug, man.
Yo,
let him get angry like
that. Yo, he was angry.
But like, it was in that moment. We told him like it wasn't that serious.
Yeah, afterwards he was cool, but he definitely, it was, it was funny as fuck. But man, yo, seeing all of that actually inspired like some of the things that we wanted to talk about today. And so one of the things that we was talking about with like the whole love, we just felt like we was around like so much love this weekend. So we wanted to talk about how like the way men treat women, like does it correlate to how they feel? So I wanted to pose a question to y'all. Like, what do y'all think about that?
Not always. I don't think it always correlates.
Okay.
Yeah. You have different ways of expressing yourself and showing that you care, but it's a communication thing. If you don't communicate a certain way, it's not going to come across.
Yeah, I think that's a part of that love language thing that I think is missed. Huge. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're playing catch up on the back end. But like if you feel like the way you show love or you show respect is by, gifts. You know what I mean? And shorty's like, nah, you never talk to me. You don't touch me. But I just sent $5 for the rent, girl. Like, what you mean? You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, completely missed.
Yo, remember, so last week, we're not going to talk about the chicken shit from Popeyes, but we did go to Popeyes and we did try the chicken. But we were in line And the dude actually made that point. Remember I was telling y'all?
Yes.
Like he was talking about how he pays the bills and he works like 60 hours a week. He makes $6K. So $6K back or whatever. So afterwards, since he's doing all of that and his girl is just home raising the kids, like he think he deserves whatever he wants when he wants it.
Yeah, he sounded a little rapey.
It was, or at least like
was bugging out a little.
Extremely
it was controlling.
Yes, very controlling. Yeah, that's a fact.
It's very manipulative.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just thought that was crazy because I'm just like, yo, like you can't, like I hear you, but like she's not your slave, bro. Like,
and maybe that's not the way she views love, right? Maybe you feel like the way you're showing love is by putting that money on the table, and maybe she doesn't feel like that's
right.
You a provider.
Like, you the provider. Like that's your job. Like boom.
Right. So this installment has been brought to you by 5 love languages. But now I know for me, because I actually did the test, and I know for me, like my top is words of affirmation. So like I don't really care about, like, if you tell me something, then I'm gonna take your word for it because I look at it from like the glass is half full. So it's always like, all right, I feel what you're saying. But some of the other, I'm curious to what y'all would think y'all's are if y'all didn't take it. But some of the other ones are like physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, and acts of service. So what's something like that when y'all are in relationships?
Quality time.
Quality time?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that?
Like that's just the way that I show like I care.
Got you.
Spend time with you.
Yeah. And that's really the most valuable thing that we have. Or what about you, Z's?
I like quality time as well, man. Like I also like words of affirmation, you know. And I know
that just like rub your back.
Nah,
I
mean that's
you.
like more of like a touch thing. But like even like back home with like my own family, like sometimes when you feeling down, like you walk in a house and you got the ill pump up. You know what I'm saying? Like peak of the test. Like my family is big on putting the battery in your back.
Man.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
why you be like, give me a hug.
Give me
Okay, all right. I just thought he was trying to play Striping Vipers.
No, but shout out to Toddy.
I'm gonna keep bringing that up.
I don't know anybody who hypes better than Toddy. She'll make you feel great.
Make you feel like the man.
Shouts
like
out to Toddy.
Like even today, like she was like, "Oh, you going to church? You look nice." And I was like, "What?" I like nice today. And she was like, "Yeah, you know, I like the, you know, like just like the words, like the positive words, definitely go a long way for me."
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But do you give those words?
I'm working on it. And I think that has a lot to do with like how I grew up in the home as well. And like things have changed. Like the way that I was brought up, the way that I saw manhood is very different than the way I see manhood now.
Got you. How did you see it? No, I'm curious.
So like I saw like literally as like the man works, you take out the garbage, you provide the bills, like whether you show affection. Like affection was cool. Like it was there.
Besides the point.
It was it was very much so like beside the point. Like it was like my job is to make sure you made it to point A to point B. My job was to make sure that you had clothes. My job was to make sure that you ate.
That's how I show I love you.
And that's how I show. And that was how my dad would show, like, this is why I love you. Like, you see these basketball stickers I just bought? Like, that show love.
That's funny. How was your, like?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for the most part, I was never somebody that like expressed myself like I'm not a talker when it comes to like love. I show. And that's how my mom raised me.
What'd you say?
That's how my mom's raised me. Like she showed me that she cared for me. She spent time with me.
Yeah.
And that's for the most part how I do it. I'm working on the affirmation. Like that joint is
hard.
hard.
I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. You gotta talk into the mic.
like
it's literally from like
okay, my bad.
Yeah, perfect. This is perfect. You gotta be in line with it because once you go off, it just goes away. And you going in and out. It's real, man. But you can see though, we got the arm. He up next. So we gonna be good. But my bad, I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. What was I saying?
You were saying how like
I'm working on the affirmation joint because I'm terrible at that.
Yeah.
Like that's why I lean so much on the quality time part. Cause I feel like I'm not, I'm not baby, like I love you.
Right. See, so for me, it's funny because like my dad was the one that took me to school. My dad took me to school every day. And then when I got back, he would always ask me 2 questions. What did you learn? And what did you have for lunch? And so that's why like I'm so big on like words of affirmation because I feel like if you're interacting with me, you actually care. Because if we was talking about this offline, like just on some random shit, if I don't give a fuck about you, if I don't care about you, I'm not going to ask you how your day has been. I don't care. You know what I mean? So I just think that that's very interesting how we all like see different perspectives and whatnot.
I love language. This shit is real.
It really is. It really works. Like, and then like I haven't done it, but with your partner or whatever, like you can take tests to see how you guys correlate.
So let me ask you this: what out of all those love languages, which one do you think is the most problematic? Like for a chick to express themselves, like is it gifts? Like which one would you not want to deal with?
Oh, that's damn.
With like a chick says like she needs love this way.
Yeah,
and I don't want no parts of that.
Yeah.
I would have to say gifts because my pockets ain't big enough. Honestly, like the pockets ain't big enough. Like, yo, you need a gift.
I definitely think that's the weirdest one. Like, why does that have to be how I show? Like, like I gotta give you something.
Right. Like I had a shorty wanna like, oh, you gotta no, you had that shorty. I'm taking it like it's mine. Like you had a shorty, I was like, yo, 5 dates. So just because I take you on 5 dates means that I like you? Like what I like to cook. If I cook for you, I think that's me showing more. Like you know what I mean?
And anybody could just, that's date number 1. Checked off.
Check off.
4 more.
So, and then I'm a crack and dip.
And then what? Now what?
Right, now you sick. Oh, but 5 dates, that shit don't mean nothing.
Yo, I think like dates can mean different things, right? I think I've gotten good, you know, at putting together dates that are like intimate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That don't cost money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've definitely gotten better over the years. I think like not working, that definitely put you in a different space. But yeah, like in time,
of money either.
You don't got to spend a ton of money, and I guess like that can be the same with gifts, right? Like maybe a gift can be like you left a note on the door for her.
But I've heard women.
A gift can be you.
I agree with you, but women, there are some women who say like, "Yo, if you don't spend X amount of dollars on me, you don't really care about me."
I got a homegirl like that, and I don't know if it's like because like shorty bad, or then it's also coupled with because it's hot girl summer. But she told me straight up like, "Yo, my friends spend the dudes I'm talking to, they spend money on me."
I be
like,
wondering if they be lying about that.
Nah, I think she real. She was like, "I'm a bill," and that blew me.
She said she's a bill.
She said, "I'm a bill."
And I was like, yo, I support.
Right, I was like, yo, I'm trying to mitigate. I'm trying to mitigate all my bills. Like,
just pay my car off.
Right. Yo, congrats
that's one less bill we gotta do it. Like,
I don't even know if I hit the right one for you. Oh, I don't even know, bro. It's whatever. But yeah, man, shouts out to paying that off. I remember when I paid mine off, it was
yo,
like
that was a big moment. I was happy as hell.
This extra bread is lit.
Like that first month after, like you done, you're like, oh, I get to keep that.
Look at God,
right?
Look at God,
right?
He's able.
But yeah, so with her, like it was crazy because I'm like she would tell me like the stuff that these dudes do, and it also correlated to another friend that I had. Well, I was trying to bag her years ago, and she was like, "Oh, you work a 9 to 5. Like the people that I'm with, I'm about that fast money, and if you can't keep up, like," I was like, "Oh, well, yeah, I'm sorry, like that's not me."
Like, how did you even run to a chick who don't like dudes who have jobs?
No foresight. I don't think she had foresight. If you
like a Tinder date,
nah, it was before Tinder. It was before Tinder for a fact. It was definitely before Tinder, but I just thought that was fascinating. That's how she felt. Cause I'm like, yo, these dudes that got the fast money, that's cool. But what's gonna happen when they burn out and you ain't got a 401k? You know what I mean? You don't got none of that. You don't got that.
She's not thinking about that.
She's not there yet.
Yeah, she's not
there yet.
Right,
She might be. I'm assuming she's younger.
Nah, we was both young. Like this was maybe. Well, I don't know the time frame, but it was like a while ago. But I was still like in my career. You know what I mean? Working and whatever.
Like maybe fresh out of college.
Yeah, like close to it. You know, just trying to slide into a chick Facebook.
Right,
that's when Facebook was lit.
Facts.
Sliding in Facebook DM. What they call it? PM? I don't know. But yeah, sliding into that. And like, she was not having it. Yeah, you about that. That was retarded to me.
Yo, random. Y'all remember the honesty box on Facebook?
Nah.
Oh, man. That joint used to get filthy.
It appeared. It appeared at Syracuse at one point. Like, it hit the fan. Like, and you could see who wrote what.
Nah.
Yo,
that's crazy.
I'm telling you, it hit the fan huge one day.
I don't know what that is. What is
that? Honesty Box, you used to be able to send anonymous messages to people on Facebook.
Oh, like the ask.fm joint.
I don't know what that is.
That's on Facebook, ask.fm, and then you could create a profile and people could send you stuff.
And ask you questions. Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
But this is like, you'll get a notification like, oh, you have a new message, and you could say whatever. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So, I mean, but it got exposed? Like
Facebook had broken down or whatever, and it got exposed.
That's crazy. Oh, man. Were y'all in there?
Nah, I wasn't there for that.
I wasn't in there. Yeah, you know, social media ain't even my thing like that.
Yeah, we got it. You gonna get on it.
There was one joint that it was like a website that you could go to and basically gossip. Remember that?
My man was on it crazy.
Yeah,
one of my big brothers. I didn't want to say his name.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say his name.
What was his name? You say Eugene? My bad, bro.
Yo, we could have let that slide. Yeah. Where he was on
my
that.
Man was on that filthy like. Yo, I love you, man.
Yo, it's
I was on there for bullshit. It was like one thing. He was on there like.
Nah, he had a list.
Like multiple.
But what, like snitching? Like,
oh, he's fucking with this joint.
He's doing this.
Oh, he was snitching on himself?
No. People were snitching.
Writing on him.
Oh, that just mean he was the man and they was hating.
Again? I don't remember. But they had like disrespectful shit on there too. On top of it, like Eugene. Oh damn. Like he did some shiesty this, like it wasn't all like
it was literally like the gossip. You know what I mean?
And it wasn't like he's got mad joints. It was like a lot.
I think multiple, like it was at multiple schools, so RIT probably had one too.
I'm happy I ain't pop up on it. I don't want no parts of that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's disgusting, man.
So so another thing too, we was having like this like topic of like black love with a few people, and one of our friends, she actually gave us a question, and that question was, how do women keep a man's attention without being too pressed or too cool? So we should go around and discuss like what we think, you know what I mean, in regards to that.
Are we gonna start?
Whoever.
You go first? Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
I would say just like communicate, be real. Like,
right.
Like it's pretty simple actually.
Right. And that's your tip of the day. Like W.
This
like,
tip brought to you by Common Sense.
What you think, Z?
Like I think it's a little more complicated than that, man. Like I think
it doesn't need to be though.
I don't know, man. Like I think like a lot of times when you are dating a woman, right, or you are dating a man, and you like them on the front end, right? Like you like who they are. Mm-hmm. Like I think somewhere along that relationship, things start to change where you start doing things essentially like for the other person, or you start to do a lot of things feeling like, well, she may not like this, or he may like this, or like you start to change a little bit and try to conform to what that other person likes. Like you try to change into what you think that person likes.
Yeah.
And I think that's when a lot of things get lost in a sense, because I liked the original you.
But you see what you just said there? That's them making it complicated. That's them trying to change. You don't have to change.
But I think that happens on both ends. Like I think as a man, you start to do things you think that woman likes. You know what I mean? And on their end, they may look at you like, yo, I'm not really like I liked you who you were before. Like in some cases, they may want you to change, right? But in some cases, I think women more so change to who they think that man wants them to be. Instead of like if I was interested in you on the front end,
yeah,
and then now, you know, I'm still interested in that original person I met. Like I'm not interested in the person who you are trying to change, who you think I want you to be.
But so you don't want to grow with them?
I don't know if it's
because we're gonna grow and we're gonna change.
I think we're gonna grow, we're gonna change, but I think the issue comes when you try to conform to what you think I like.
But why does she think that?
Yeah.
Like why would she think?
Why would she think that?
Like
ooh, maybe
got picked up.
Yeah, loud.
Like it rang off in your ear?
Yeah.
Like why? What did you say to her?
What did I say to make her feel that way or not feel that way? And I guess and I don't know. And I guess that'd be something you would need a woman here to explain.
And that kind of goes into like what you said. You said like, I don't want to, you know, just tell me what you said, because like it was something along the lines of like you meet someone, you're here, and this is what you're here as, and that's whatever you're gonna be. Like I know you said it.
I don't know if love grows. Essentially, like
What do you mean by that?
Like I don't know if love grows. So when you meet someone and you like someone, I truly believe like those first 3 to 4 months, are as fun as I think it gets.
So it's like the honeymoon.
This is like your honeymoon. Like this is as fun as it gets. And if you don't like that person on 10 within those first 4 months, I don't think it grows to 10 later.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So like I don't
know if that's true across the board.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I think like there's been women that I met and I didn't think nothing of it.
Like initially.
Right.
Yeah.
And then after a while you grow to see, you have experiences with these women or whoever you dating with, whatever, you know what I mean? But you have experiences with the person and that makes you appreciate them more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So for me, I would say that like, yeah, I might have met you on a 6, but now
Now we had sex, so now it's an 8.
Right. You gave me top, so
this is 9 now.
Right. And then the hat is mad good, so
you 10.
You worked your way to a 10.
It's crazy. We out here. You know what I mean? Sign me up only for her.
Right. I don't know. But that kind of goes into it too with the that's similar to how you feel about like, not you, but people be like love at first sight.
Yeah. So I even think like even with just current scenario, right? Like the second she, like if you like I met her on a 6th and then the whatever happened and she
God damn it, I'm gonna get these right. There it is.
Like even what you say, like you met her, you liked her on a 6 originally, and she did these things. She did XYZ, then she grew. Yeah. And she did something else, and she grew.
Yeah.
So when you 4 years in and she stopped doing all that, she's back to that 6, bro. And then she got on your nerves. Now she dropped to a 4.
Oh my God.
I mean,
and now you filing for divorce. And you don't know what happened.
Well, most divorces are over money, but I feel what you're saying.
Like now you filing and you like, yo, shorty got on my nerves.
So what do you like? So what's your approach then?
So like I try to feel it out like those first couple of months. Like, yo, do I like this chick on 10?
Okay. Damn, that's tough.
Do I feel 10 about her?
You giving these, that's mad pressure though.
I mean, it can be pressure.
Do you rate them? Like, do you think in your head, like, yo, you know what? Shorty's a 7 right now. It's quiet.
I don't.
You gotta turn the mic.
Okay, my bad.
I don't rate them. Like, I don't be like on dates like, yo,
this is going 7.5.
Yeah.
Nah. Like I said, like it's definitely not like an overnight thing. It's definitely more like over these first 4 months.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, yo, this was so fun? Like, yo, I can't wait to chill with this chick.
Dang, I think that's like, so much pressure on you.
I don't know. I think you felt that way about a woman.
Like, I'm just not in it.
The first 4 months you felt like, yo, I love this.
Yeah, but I don't think you judge it on the first 4 months. So
I just look at like how we rocking, or do I have my big thing? And what's the growth? Issues.
How's it looking?
Are we clashing a lot? Like I don't mind having like different perspectives, but do we clash? If we're clashing and bumping heads and just like arguing all the time, I don't want no parts. You know what I mean?
You can't make perfect the enemy of the good. Like you gotta.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Just. If she's an 8 is pretty good.
8 is good.
Yeah, 8 is good.
8 is popping, right? Yeah. And on a good day, that's a 10.
Didn't you say like 8 isn't good?
Yeah, I never said 8 wasn't good. So I feel like this. I never said 8 wasn't good. 8 is fine because on a great day when everything is going well, like maybe y'all went for a walk down, a night at the museum. Like I don't know, it's a 10.
It's a 10. Yeah,
it's a 10, right? But on a bad day when y'all are at each other's throats, it's a 6.
But
and do you want to lay down every night with a 6? Like that week, that's a rough a rough week or a rough patch, or like you gonna lay down every night with a 6, bro, and she may feel like you a 4 because maybe you got her at an 8, and your mind she got you at a 7, and on a good day you turn to a 10.
See, that's why
you piped it out crazy on Friday, and it's like, yo, this nigga's a 10.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but on the day she hates your guts, you a 4. And now she looking at you like, nah, you sleep downstairs. Like, like don't touch me.
I don't know. I just feel like that's just like how love goes. Like I'm not a love guru. I didn't grow up with a lot of like, well, we had love growing up, but like it was different. So I don't ever like profess to be like a whiz at it, but I just wouldn't put that pressure. You know what I mean? I just feel like that's like an unwritten, like I go off of how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, are we vibing? Is it cool? Like, do you stimulate?
But I get what you're saying though. Like, it's an instinct thing. Like, I don't think this is gonna work.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. Like, it's a vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe. I agree with you. Like,
I
get it.
I'm vibing. Like, we vibing.
Yeah.
Like, and then I love like, yo, we'll see where it goes. Like, cool. We could see where this goes.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm willing to go as long as we want to go. See what's what. But I think like, I honestly think like that's when, so after those first 4 months, I think maybe that goes back to the point of the question where like women are now trying to find out, like, I know he likes sports, I know he likes basketball. So let me try to watch more basketball to fit in and be cool. Like, I think like at times,
you shouldn't, but you should never change yourself. That's a fact.
I don't think it's changing. I think it's more so you're trying to conform to what you think the other person likes.
I don't mind altering, but if you don't like sports, just because you want to get on his good side or like have him think of you in a different light, you shouldn't put yourself in that predicament because now you're unhappy.
I don't think it turns on happiness. Like if your girl likes the ballet, like you'll chalk it up and go to the ballet.
Yeah, you do what you have to do. But I'm saying, like, if I can't stand ballet, I'm not gonna put myself in a predicament just because, you know what I mean? Unless like it's like marriage or something, and it's like I have to do this.
Especially if she's a 7, you definitely ain't going to the ballet, bro.
Facts.
But you would go for a 10.
But you go to the ballet for a 10.
Yeah,
and you sit there happily for a 10.
Right.
And on that bad day, you may still roll up in there. On an 8, you still roll up in that ballet like, I'm going to go. Mm. But if you like shorty on an 8, you like,
I ain't going to no
ballet. I ain't going to no ballet. Yeah. She coming back.
Okay, so...
And then on a 6, you really like, you locking the door when she walk out the door for the ballet. You know what I'm saying?
So, all right, just to bring it back, like, if you had to give like a quick statement about how you, how does a woman keep a man's attention without coming across too pressed or too cool, what would y'all say? Like, besides like, just be easy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would just say like, just communication and just be regular. Like, I don't think, be regular. Communicate, be regular.
I would say like, stay true to yourself as much as possible. Like, he liked you on the front end because you liked art and glasses,
right?
You know, so continue to like art and glasses.
Yeah, be
like
yourself.
That's what got it. Like, don't flip from glasses to cell phones now.
Right.
Like,
I
think that's how you can sustain or hold on.
Yeah, and I would say, just to piggyback off of everything that you guys were saying, as long as we just like remain true to ourselves and do things that you genuinely want to do. If you're genuine in your actions, no one will ever get mad at you. And even if they are mad at you, at the end of the day, they're going to appreciate the truth, or, you know, they're going to appreciate what was said.
And if they don't, oh well.
Right. Then it's quiet, and we weren't going to work anyway, so it's a dub. Mm-hmm. Right. So, okay. So then another thing that we were talking about too was what makes a man go above and beyond for a woman that he likes. So, okay, we're here. You know, we understand now, as a woman, this is what I do. So now as a man, how does, how would we go above and beyond to show a woman that we like them? And I think we could get back to that right after this break. All right?
Okay.
All right, cool. Okay. We are back. So before I ask you guys again, I just wanted to know, she wanted to know, what makes a man go above and beyond for a woman that he actually likes? So we're past that.
What makes a man, or what do we do?
I think that's what she meant. Like, what makes a man, like, what do we do once we feel like, okay, we're past that? You know what I mean? Like, you know, and let's remember, guys, to talk into our mics, the closer we are. Yeah.
All right.
Pause.
What's the, ew, that's nasty.
Right.
That's nasty.
You a freak, bro.
Oh,
but yeah, what makes a man go above and beyond, brothers?
I would say it's actually something that you talked about recently, and I think that's when you start investing in your shorty. Like, I'm invested in your financial well-being. We gonna get our finances together, right together. Like, when you start thinking about as a collective and about the future, I think once you make that step, that's when you take it shorty seriously.
Yeah. And
that's when you're showing like, all right, new level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead. You got it?
I agree. I agree. I got nothing on that. Like, honestly, I think like, I keep going back to like this 10 thing, but when you like a woman on 10 and it's a good day, like now it's a 12.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you above 100%. Like it's like in your mind, you're like, I'm willing to do anything.
Yeah.
Like I'm what you want? You want to go to the moon, girl? Like let me see how much I got.
Right.
And we're gonna get to the moon, you know?
Yeah. See, so for me, I now begin to think about like partnership based. So I look at it as, and that's why like seeing yesterday was just so beautiful with Dre and his fiance. It's like they complement each other so well. Yeah. And that's inspiring. Like that's what I look for when I look into women.
Like it's a partnership.
Right. So. And like growing up, I didn't look at it that way. I always looked at it like one side of like, I have to do this. I gotta, and it's good. Like I want to come correct. You know, I want to make sure all of my stuff is in order. But I think that at a certain point, you may have to let go of that and then begin like doing the whole partnership thing. And it makes it better, man. Like just having a working goal. Cause we do that in our lives, in our day-to-day lives and everything. Like I think that's how we really like navigate. So I don't know. When I want to go above and beyond, you gonna know I care. You know what I mean? If you don't feel that way, then.
Yo, this is slightly off topic, but I saw on Twitter the other day that a lot of people are asking on dates like the other person's credit score and shit like that. Do you ask that?
No, I don't.
Yo, I feel like that's a wild question to ask.
Right. I honestly don't know my credit score to answer that question.
Huh?
I don't know my credit score well enough to be like, yo, it's this.
Oh, you got to download.
But like, why would like? Even if I do know mine, but why would I tell you that? Like, mind your fucking business.
Yeah, I hear you. But I think that if it's a woman to a man, I think that she's looking at it as like, well, either way, actually. I think that they're just looking at it like, yo, like, is your credit fucked up?
No. That's an important question to ask, but it shouldn't be the first date.
Not the first. Yeah, it's a little intrusive. I seen people conversing yesterday, and the girl asked the guy, what do you do? And that's big out here in DC.
Huge. And this is a what do you do city.
That's a fact. And it's on, but I like it, but then I don't because it's like, well, what if you're...
I hate that shit.
Yeah, like what if you don't have like the best of jobs?
Because you don't make enough to touch this box.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, that's she's trying to weed you out.
Like, you don't make enough to touch
like you
this.
do what? Okay.
Yeah, yo, oh my God.
Get away from me.
This is 60 grand box. Yeah.
60 grand box.
You make 50.
But hell yeah, I was like, yo, that is crazy. And I've seen people even like lie. Like, dude was a custodian, but he switched up the terms and said something engineering. I swear to God.
Yo, you gotta finesse it. Salute. What did he say?
I cannot.
I've heard that. I'm a building engineer.
It was something. No, it was a little bit more complex. He was like, I'm a such and such engineer. Like, my nigga, you pick up trash. I'm not going to hate on him, but I'm just
you
like,
can't hate on him.
Yeah, I was like,
you
damn.
can't hate on him.
That sound like 100 grand.
Yo.
Like who?
An engineer? That sound like 100 grand.
Yeah.
She was like, you could afford this box.
Yeah,
you could afford this box today.
See, I think an issue that comes from that is you're looking at what the person has right about now. What if they didn't have that much, but they're working towards it? You know what I mean?
Not everybody wants a project. Like some people just
Facts.
want
if you
somebody.
don't want it, yeah, that's cool.
Well, come to the table with your own.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. That shit is crazy. It's really crazy. But hell yeah, man. I think we touched on like a lot of topics. We said we wanted to keep this around the 35-minute mark. You know what I mean? Like, do y'all have any other last words? Anything about Black love that y'all want to share? I think I got something, bro.
You got something?
Yeah, I think I got something.
Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna be a little vulnerable right now. Don't touch me. Yo, stop touching me. This is the second episode. Yo, eat the feds, bro. Do this. Why can't I get this right? Damn.
Yo, you need a hug, just let me know, brother.
Well, yeah, go ahead,
I'm good,
man.
but so I
before.
think I hate the fact that like, because like, you know, we have to come out a certain way, right? Like we have to like be a certain way. We have to make sure we come with our best foot forward. But I know for me, like the issue that I had from the past was like just me being like a Black American boy that was just like dictated by the culture. Like I wanted to look like Dipset. You know what I mean? So I'm just a little kid, big clothes, all this other stuff. I felt like because of that, that's somewhat prolonged some of my relationships. Like I would have like bad relationships with chicks because their family may have just like treated me differently. Like one of my exes, I will not mention her name. I was like, yo, why your mom never liked me? And Shorty said it was because, she was like, do you really want to know? And I'm like, yeah, because I wasn't thinking it was going to be bad. And she was like, she said it looked like I was going nowhere fast.
Damn.
And that shit hurt. Like that shit crushed me. So now I got these insecurities. So now how am I going to handle it? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I'm interacting.
How old were you when that happened though?
I think I was like 17 when I found that out.
Man, how you gonna judge
It
that?
don't matter, man.
No, but how's she gonna judge a 17-year-old like, oh, he's going nowhere at 17?
Right. And I was like, yo, I was mad smart. I played mad sports and I was like really active in my high school and everything. Went to college. I'm all right now. Like
But you said Shorty's a dub anyway right now, right? Or she...
Yeah, she a dub. Fuck that. Nah, she lived her best life. I think, she's married. She had a family and everything.
She's
so
good.
she lived her life. Like, shouts out to her. But I just think that like when we have those type of scenarios, that makes it hard. Like, I'm just saying, like, this is my truth. Like, as a Black male, like, it makes it hard for me. Like, it really made a lot of the relationships moving forward difficult. You know what I mean? Because I'm operating from that. You laughing at my pain, bro.
No.
Yo. I'm trying to be vulnerable.
I'm not laughing at your pain.
My nigga's laughing at my pain.
No. I was laughing because I was laughing at Z's.
I didn't do nothing.
I know.
That's crazy, bro. And on that note, but
it's been real.
Yeah, man. But that's how I feel. Like, I just think we really need to like make sure that we understand, like, when we say things, when we treat people a certain way, especially black men, you got to understand how that could have like impressions on a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They weren't thinking like who I would be or who it would make me become, but for a weak individual, that would have ate me up. You know what I mean? That would have stopped touching me, bro.
But you leveled up off that. You leveled up off that.
No, I use it. Yeah, that's a fact. Use it as motivation, but you know, it helped me understand, like, all right, like, this is how I'm going to interact in my relationships moving forward. It took a little while, had a few rocky relationships, but, you know, overall, like, it still got me to a better place. So, yeah, man, on that note, I just wanted to say thank y'all again. We put out the pilot in the first episode, and it was hitting. You know, it's going well, so I'm looking forward to the future. And, yeah, man, once again, my name is Tully.
Zays.
PJ.
And you are listening to We Will Think of a Name Later.